Hey there, how's everybody doing today? I know it's Friday and the end of the week is finally here. Hope everyone's getting ready for the holidays. Whether you've already celebrated Hanukkah or you're about to celebrate Christmas, or if you don't celebrate either and you've got New Year's coming up, it's a great time of the year, isn't it? Well, welcome to our first Facebook Live here on Divorce Shield. My name is John Knocklinger. I am the founder and head coach of Divorce Shield. So every Friday, we're going to have a live Facebook video right here at noon, where we're going to really put a bookend on our week. Every week we have a theme. And if you look at our social media every week, you'll see that theme. That theme is very important to us. And on Friday, we're going to try to wrap it up. Now, for the next 2 weeks, obviously Friday is a big holiday, both of the next 2 weeks. We're going to be coming to you on Wednesday at noon. But other than that, we're going to be with you on Fridays at noon. So please come back and join us each week. So today I want to talk to you about the 4 pillars of divorce preparation. It's really the foundation of what we do at Divorce Shield, which is helping men prepare and plan for divorce. And part of preparing and planning all rests on these 4 pillars, these 4 areas that everyone needs to know in order to properly prepare for divorce. And all week on social media, you've seen blogs, podcasts, videos, all kinds of great information about all of these 4 pillars. But today I want to take you a little deeper about what they are, what's involved with them, what are the areas that you need to prepare whenever divorce comes a knocking, and what your first step should be. So we like to start with protecting your money. Now, protecting your money is sort of a foundational pillar because at the end of the day, a lot of divorce is really about dividing money. But what ends up happening a lot of times is that if you don't properly plan and prepare in terms of protecting your money, once you start the divorce process, there's a lot of things that your attorney won't be able to do anything about. Because as I always like to say, when you come into your attorney's office to start a divorce process, the facts are what they are. You can't do anything about the facts at that point. They are what they are. You have to live with them. The good, the bad, the ugly, doesn't matter. You have to live with those facts. So protecting your money really revolves around organizing your life, making sure you understand where your money is going while you're married, where it's not going, what you're making, what your spouse is making, how that impacts you moving forward, your living arrangements, how those impact you financially going forward, and really getting your mind around all of those issues and going through them in a methodical step-by-step fashion so that you have organized, you have gathered, you've actually made small and big changes to your life that will help you improve your facts, the facts of your life, so that whenever you go to an attorney or you go to a mediator or you go to an arbitrator, you've got better financial facts than you did before you started planning. And that's very important. And there's all kinds of things that you can do to help yourself protect your money. The second pillar of preparing for divorce is protecting your children. I'm the father of a 7-year-old girl. I cannot even fathom a world in which she's not around me all of the time. Many men feel that way. It's not the 1960s or 70s where, men work, women stay at home, and the kids stay with mom. That's not the world we live in anymore. But unfortunately, a lot of those stereotypes and stigmas still exist today. So many men find themselves at a disadvantage when it comes to divorce and custody. A lot of men don't think that they have a chance of getting custody or getting equal custody because they're a man. Guys, that's total nonsense. you can protect your kids. And by protecting your kids, by the way, I mean protecting them from the standpoint of you being in their life. All right? That's what we're talking about. Now, there are things that you need to be doing in the days, weeks, months leading up to starting a divorce as it relates to your kids that will help you substantially improve your ability to get a better result when it comes to custody, visitation, parenting time, all of those sorts of things. You've got to do the work in advance. Okay? You can't show up in a divorce being this guy who basically barely knows who your kids are and then all of a sudden says, I want equal time with them. It's not going to work, guys. It's not going to work. There are step-by-step things you've got to do in that time frame before you start the divorce process so that you can put yourself in a better position to get a better result when it comes to custody and parenting time. It's not hard, but you got to do all of these things to make sure that you've crossed all your T's and dotted all your I's so you've got a better set of facts. Set of facts, that's what we're talking about. You walking in, think about putting your entire life on a piece of paper, all right? Put it on a piece of paper and it's written in ink. On the day you start your divorce, it's in ink. It's not in pencil, you can't erase it. It is what it is. Sure, you can argue that things might change in the future, but you can't change what's happened in the past. Unless when you realize divorce might be coming or is coming, you start preparing and planning. These aren't dirty concepts, guys. I have an entire podcast on the Get Divorced Without Getting Screwed podcast, which you can find by going to Apple or Spotify podcast or checking out our website, thedivorceshield.com, where I talked about the fact that preparing for divorce isn't dirty. And I went into why it's not dirty. That's a little beyond what I want to talk about today. Go give that a listen. It's not dirty. It's not illegal. There's nothing wrong with it. The third pillar of divorce preparation is protecting your freedom. This is an area that a lot of guys don't think about. They don't think about the fact that when they start divorce, that their freedom could definitely be in jeopardy. Now, I'm not saying that everybody is married to somebody that would create a bogus domestic violence situation and try to get you thrown out of the house because of this thing they've concocted. But on the flip side, guys, I've seen a lot of men who didn't think their wives were ever capable of doing it, who found themselves thrown out of the house, escorted by police. I like to operate from the position of plan for the worst and hope for the best. So in this situation, we're going to teach you to protect your freedom. It's your freedom before, during, and after the divorce process. We're going to teach you all the little things that you need to do, all the tricks, all the ways you can make sure that you stay free and you don't find yourself, the victim of a domestic violence claim. Oh, just because your wife wants to try to get, a leg up in the divorce process. We're going to teach you how you can put together your life to try to minimize that from ever happening. And the fourth and final pillar, in a lot of ways, it's the most important pillar of divorce preparation, is protecting your sanity. Sometimes I say protecting your mind. When you leave the divorce process, you don't want to be a broken man. You live one time. We have one life. If you are a broken man and you get divorced and you're depressed for 6 months, a year, 2 years, you are wasting your life. In addition, if you are all over the place emotionally and mental health wise going into the divorce itself, you're going to have a hard time finishing your divorce. You're going to have a really hard time understanding what you should or should not be doing in terms of agreeing to a resolution. You know, I tell people divorces are business transactions. They are. You're dividing money. I mean, obviously children are not money, but other than that, you're dividing stuff. You're dividing, you know, furniture. You're dividing houses. You're dividing cars. None of that should be emotional. But for so many people it is, because they didn't put any work in before they started the divorce process to protect their sanity. If you're clear-headed and you have a clear sense of what it is that you want out of life, you're not going to get caught up on who gets the couch. You're not going to get caught up on one night with your kids. Difference between what your wife wants and what you want. You're not going to get caught up on $3 or $4 here or there. The reason people get caught up on those issues is because they haven't done anything to help themselves emotionally. And that is a big problem. It's a big problem that has a solution. You know, so many guys don't even think about their why. What is it you want out of life? It's a little bit deep when you're going through a divorce to be thinking about these things, but I promise you, if you properly prepare to protect your sanity, not only will the process before divorce be better for you, you'll be able to get through the divorce so much better. And when you're done, guess what? You're going to be ready to tackle the next chapter of your life. And that's what this is. Your marriage, if you're getting divorced, your marriage is one chapter in your life. You're closing it and you're moving on to the next chapter. You don't want to keep going back and rereading that chapter. What good is that? You go back and you keep rereading the chapter, it's not going to help you. So protecting your sanity. So those are the 4 pillars of divorce preparation that we at Divorce Shield really emphasize. There's a bunch of other things that are involved in divorce preparation too. But right now, those are where I want to concentrate the foundation of what we're doing for people. And we have an incredible new virtual coaching program that just launched. It's already getting such great feedback. It's called the Divorce Preparation Bootcamp. And what it is, it's 20 lessons that take you virtually through all of these 4 areas and teach you step by step what you need to do. You don't have to guess. You don't have to wonder, well, what should I be doing here? We'll tell you. All you got to do is actually do it. Fill out the forms that we're going to give you. Keep the calendars and checklists that we're going to be providing to you. Listen to the lessons. Do what they say. And you'll be in such a better position to get divorced. It really is a no-brainer. If you're interested, click the link that's attached to this video somewhere, and you'll get all the information about this. Until the beginning of January, I am offering this program at such a huge discount because I want everybody listening to start 2021 the right way. You know, if you're feeling like divorce is coming, don't wait until after the holidays. Just don't. In fact, next week, our theme of the week is divorce in the holidays. But don't wait. And guess what, guys? Even if you're not sure divorce is for you just yet, that doesn't mean you can't start doing some preparation. Because sometimes if you don't have enough time to prepare, you'll run out of time. Now, you can't do anything that we're going to teach you in a week. So If you are serious about preparing for divorce and it's something that you are thinking about and you just want some help, check out the Divorce Preparation Bootcamp. You're going to be glad you did. All right. So like I said, we're going to be back here every week with a live video on Facebook, which we will post on all of our social media channels after we're live. But here on Facebook, you get the first dibs at the video. Next week, we're going to be live on Wednesday, the 23rd, because of Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. And the following week, we're going to be live on Wednesday, December 30th, because of New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. All right, so come back and keep preparing. That's all. That's my message to everybody. Prepare for divorce. I mean, you talk to any divorce attorney that represents men, you're going to find out that you wish they had done a couple things before they came to their office. If they had done a couple things, they'd have a little bit easier time getting what that man wants. Don't let that be you. Don't let it be you. You have the opportunity right now to start taking the steps you need to take to prepare and plan for divorce. All right. If you have any questions, please send us a direct message. I'd be happy to answer them, and have a great holiday season.